Morning everyone. It's going to be a really nice day today. It's a bit humid. I'll drop in a screenshot, you'll see the humidity, but it is only, oh geez, it's already 26. Okay, yeah, it's already 26, but it's like 97% humidity when I took the screenshot. That would have been about an hour ago, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, so it might have lifted a bit, but it's, yeah, pretty balmy or pretty wet and sweaty, but it's only 26. That's about all it's going to get to today as well. That's about the top. So what we're doing today, I forgot to film. I wasn't gonna make a video, then I thought I will, and then I forgot to film. So anyway, I've cleaned up my blower, so that's all nice and clean. It wasn't dirty anyway. It's I kind of did look after it. It went for a service every year, so every time I went for a service, they degreased it and cleaned it and come up really nice anyway. So that took me all of about 3 minutes just to wipe over and get nice. So yeah, that'll go for sale with the mixing bottle, the 2-stroke oil, and the 5-litre jerry can. I don't need it anymore, so all good. If you haven't watched the previous videos, I've ended up getting a electric Ego, 56 volt Ego. It's the 650 CFM. In America they call them the 650 CFM. For us in Aussie land they call it the 1105 meters cubic an hour, for whatever reason, but anyway, must have something to do with the metric system. If you've seen that movie. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I've got my steamer that's ready to go. I want to try and get rid of this if I can. Yeah, I didn't really want to. I don't want to soak it in anything because there's a gear in there. It's like a geared drive. This is not a bent, as you can see, it's not a bent gooseneck shaft. It's a straight shaft one. So there is a gear in there. I don't want to go soaking it in water, or yeah, I don't have enough fuel to soak that in. So I've used brake cleaner. You can see this is brand new. I actually just come across a sticker on the bottom of this. Purchased November 23, so it's currently January 25. So it's just over a year old. It's brand new though. Look, you can see there, everything's brand new on it. So I've only used it probably 4 times. So what happened was we've got a vacant block that we weren't going to build on, and we kept getting letters from the council to say it's overgrown with weeds. You have to cut it, otherwise you're going to get a fine because it's a fire hazard. So Dad had a crappy whippersnipper that I borrowed once, and it took me about 15 minutes. I was absolutely knackered by the end of it. I couldn't even start it. My arm was ready to fall off. This thing just would not start. I took it back to him. He couldn't start it. He's a mechanic as well, so he mucked around with the fueling and all that. Finally got it going. I went back and it still wouldn't start. So there was something wrong with it internally. It wasn't just a settings thing, it was something broken with it. And I think just us trying to start it for like an hour kind of warmed it up, and then by the time I got back to the block there to use it again, it cooled down, it wouldn't start. So that went in the bin because he couldn't start it again either after that. And I just cracked it, and I just went to the steel shop and bought that. Told the guy, he goes, look, are you just doing edges? Because I probably could have got a bit cheaper one, like with the gooseneck and all that. And I said, no, I'm not just doing edges. I said, I got about 250 square meters of weeds to mow down. He goes, oh, well, that's probably not going to cut it. This is probably more suited for that. And at that stage, we weren't building on the block. This was going to be a regular occurrence every couple months in winter, and maybe once or twice during summer, to go and look after these weeds. So I thought I was just going to buy a good one because I'm going to be using it. Pretty much went twice, and then some specials came up for building houses. So what happened was we weren't going to build because of the COVID hang up and all that kind of stuff. It was just hard to get materials. Alfie, stop licking, mate. It was hard to get materials. It was expensive as well. Alfie, oi, stop it, stop. We're going to see the doctor. He should stop now. He doesn't like the doctor. Hey, you want the needle? That's enough, mate. So yeah, we talked to a few builders, and they if you don't have to build now, don't build, just wait. The best way to gauge it is when builders start giving out, you know, free bench tops, free aircon, free house painting, free flooring, all that, when those deals start coming out, then that's when it's a good time to start building. So we're keeping an eye out for it. My sister's building at the front block where we are, so it was a big block, got subdivided, she got the front, I got the back. And pretty much we almost rang each other on the same day and just went, hey look, all the builders are coming out with all these specials, now's a good time to start building. And I'd literally been twice to mow the lawn, so yeah, we bought this thinking, you know, it's going to be years before this all kicks back off again, getting good deals with builders. And it was literally like 6 months. I went twice, and then boom, and then the specials come out, went and talked to a builder, and but I mean, that was a year ago, so yeah, I've had over a year's worth of mowing out of it, probably used it four to 6 times, but yeah, I wouldn't have bought such a good one if I knew we were going to build on it. But when I bought this, we weren't going to build on it for any in the immediate future. But anyway, that's the story there. Yeah, so that's why it's in good nick, because I've hardly used it. So yeah, I'll flog that off. Hopefully between the blower and the whippersnipper, that's going to pay for that easy. So yeah, pretty good. And then from memory, it was about $110 for a service on the blower. So I'd say this would have been the same, about that. I wouldn't have serviced this every year, but I'd always service the blower once a year. So you know, by the time you add up your servicing cost for the petrol, it starts really making that attractive. Even though it's more expensive to start with, you never spend a cent on it after that. So yeah, apparently the batteries last for ages as well. So, but you know, even if the batteries lasted, I think the battery's about $350 bucks. Even if they only lasted 3.5 years, and you're paying $110 for a service every year, you're still better off, and you're not dealing with fuel and stuff like that. So all good. What else is there? So yeah, hopefully this steamer gets all that off. Then I'll do a little time lapse. Might not be interesting to some people, but I've got that charging up. I'm going to give the dogs a haircut. We've got some people coming around tomorrow night, so spruce them up, make them look nice. They need a haircut anyway. It's summer here, so it's better to keep them short. And then because it is a nice day, and I can probably stay outside all day today, I might try and do that as well. We'll do this in this video as well. I'm not going to film every step. It's literally trace my old mats onto that and cut that out. I've got the proper, they're here. So these are the proper ones that Nissan use. They come in a pair, one from one side, one from the other. They snap together, and that's what clicks into your car mat retainer things, so that the mat doesn't ride up underneath the accelerator pedal. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah, we'll just work through a few jobs today. I don't see. I've got a hot knife, so I'm going to use my hot knife to cut it, and hopefully it doesn't all fray up as I'm cutting it. And hopefully cutting it with a hot knife stops it from fraying, and I don't have to get sew an edge on it. So we'll see. If I do have to sew an edge, I don't know what I'll do. I'm not sure yet. There are upholsterers around the corner from me. I can just go there, and they might charge me $50 or something to just run around and put a black edge around it with material to stop it from fraying. But see how we go. But anyway, I'll make a start on this and see how the steam works. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. Alright, that seems to be working. No dramas. Makes a bit of a mess. It's flinging wet grass everywhere. Probably got something in the coffee as well, but yeah, I'll just keep going with that. But yeah, that works pretty good, just with a stiff bristle brush. I do have attachments like stiff bristle brushes for this, but I don't want to get grass and stuff all over them. I use it inside the house mainly, this thing. So yeah, I don't want to bring it inside with all grass all attached to it, or pretty much throw it out after doing this. So yeah, I'll just use that thing. And that'll clean up nice, so I'll get back to you when that's all done. But yeah, good to see that that's working. Alright, come up pretty good. but it just loosens it, and then the dirt is still kind of there. So what I'm going to do now is get my Tornador. I've got metho and a little bit of dishwashing liquid in there, connect it up to the compressor, and that should just completely blow all that out. It's going to get noisy, so I'll cut the sound out of this bit. Okay, easy as. So yeah, cleaned it up nice. Got it brand new inside. Nice, no more grass. No more grass stuck to it, except for one bit there. There you go. So all good. You can see there starts easy. You pretty much pump this 6-7 times. Put the choke on. You'll pull it, and it'll start and stop. It'll almost catch. And then as soon as it does that, you whack the choke off and boom, it'll start. So it works good. This thing's really cool as well. So that's well worth adding to the toolbox if you haven't got one of them. Really good for cleaning. You can put degreaser in there. You can put whatever you want really. I've even put like a what was it? I'll think of the name in a minute. It's from Bunnings. It's a geez, I can't remember the name now. It's a smelly. It's a thing that's meant to kill bacteria and make your house smell nice, or your car smell nice. I can't remember what it's called. I'll try and find a screenshot of it. I've got it in the little shed down the side there. But yeah, you put a little bit in, probably as much as there's only, like, I didn't fill that up to do that. I only put, that much in there. You can kind of see the solution in there right down the bottom. You don't need a lot. It's very efficient. It's just like a dust that comes out. But yeah, I put this smelly stuff in there and shoot it into the carpet of the car after you've cleaned it, and it makes the car smell really, really nice, because you're getting this stuff right down into the fibres of the carpet. It's not just a spray that just sits on top of the carpet. You're getting it right down into the base of it, and it's meant to kill. It's antibacterial and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, really good. Whoa, I'm puffed out now because I've had a coffee and a biscuit. I've been bending down and doing that, and it's hot out here. I'm sweating. You can probably, even though it's not that hot, probably see on the forehead there, it's all wet. So yeah, I think that's all we can do. I'll just clean that up now with the compressor. Just blow a bit of compressed air over it, just to dry it all off. And that's it. And then this thing's going to get soled with a jerry can. That must be the mixing thing for the oil. I don't have oil for this one, and this line's really good too, and a shoulder strap, never used. So yeah, good deal for someone. I don't know what I'm going to put that in for yet. I've got to type in the number, and FS55RC. Yeah, so I'll type it in, but I've got the blower in for $350. I think they go for $450 brand new, and that's pretty much brand new, just have a service, plus it comes with the jerry can, the oil, and the mixing bottle. If it didn't come with any extras and hadn't had a service, then I'd definitely go a little bit lower on the price there. But yeah, I'd only just spent $100 on it, and it comes with the extra stuff there. So that's my reasoning there, and it's in good nick. I've just had a quick look on Facebook. That ad's already up. So yeah, I've had a quick look on Facebook, and what's the name? Comparable ones are going for a little bit less than mine, but mine is in better condition. It looks like mine's in better condition anyway, because I've just cleaned it up, but it's just had a service, and it comes with extra stuff. All the other ones don't come with anything, and it doesn't mention anything about a service. So yeah, I thought mine might be worth a bit more than that. But yeah, all good. I think we're done. So yeah, I'll put that in now. No, it's still charging. So I might make a start on these car mats now. That'll be the next thing we get onto. Okay, we're shouldn't take too long, I don't think. I've traced them. I was going to try and keep this edge, but it's the only edge you'll keep. It's the only straight bit on it. This bit kind of curves in, and I don't think there's any point, so I'm just going to leave it. I just tried out my hot knife, and let's have a look. I just cut around that tree, and it seems to cut pretty nice, pretty good. So yeah, I reckon if I just get, like if I use the edge of the hot knife now, like that, I should be able to make it pretty neat, I think. Like that. It's going to take a while to go round. It's probably not the hottest of hot knives, but yeah, I mean it might pay just to get someone to stitch a border on it, but I'll definitely go around it to stop it from fraying. I might even use my I can't use a hot air gun because it'll probably, yeah, unless you shine it from the back. I don't know. I'll come up with a plan of attack anyway. But yeah, I mean, it cuts out that, no dramas. So yeah, and it's only getting hotter now. I've only just turned it on, so I think it's gonna work out well. But anyway, that's so I'm gonna try and look. Hopefully I can find some of this spiky material, because that really locks it into the carpet as well. And if I can find that, I might buy some of that, and then I'm definitely going to the upholsterers, and then I can get him to stitch that to the back of this, and then yeah, I should have marked the holes for these too while that's on there. Yeah, I might do that now as well, so I can cut them out. But yeah, they're the clips there, so should be all sweet. Anyway, I'll get to cutting, and I'll get back to you, see how we go. Alright, that was pretty easy. Looks alright. Bit of fun anyway, just something to swap around from the new ones. I've got the clips in. It's only been about 10 minutes to cut that around and cut the holes for the clips. Everything matches in nice. And this actually has like a non-slip backing on it. I didn't realise. So yeah, it doesn't move around. You don't even really need the clips, but it is better to clip them in. They can't move that way, but yeah, it's not going to move. So yeah, pretty cool. So we'll go and do the passenger one, and I think I am. So what I did, I burnt the edges with my little mini blowtorch thing for doing heat shrink. You can't put a heat gun, because a heat gun is just going to make too much heat, and it'll start melting back here. This is like a little flamethrower thing, so I've just melted it so it won't fray. But just to tidy it up, I think I will get someone to run some stitching around it. I think it's going to look a lot better. Turn that off. Yeah, I think it'd look a lot better with some stitching around it. So I'm going to wait. My missus has been talking about it for years, to buy a sewing machine. So she's pretty keen on learning to sew. So yeah, so I might just wait for her. She was actually going to buy one last week, but we forgot all about it. So yeah, I might just wait for her, and then this can be a project for her. I'll save some carpet. The bit left over, I'll save some carpet. That way she can practice on stitching the edge, and then she can give this a run. So yeah, we'll see how we go. All right, all done. That's pretty funny. that's a set of mat. This one worked out really well. That's got a car right in the middle. So this is the driver's side one, and then this is the passenger side one. So yeah, only got one car in that one, but it got heaps of roads. So that's pretty cool. I reckon that'll look pretty cool once it's bordered. I thought it might look better without a black border, but I think it's going to look better with the border. Tidy it up really nice. So yeah, I'll have to wait for the missus to get a sewing machine so she can do that. I've got that left over, so like I said, I'll keep a little bit of it. I'll just cut and keep the majority of it, just so she can practice on and make sure she gets all the settings right on the sewing machine that she ends up getting, and yeah, and then she can run around this for me. So that'll be really cool. So yeah, all good. What else? Oh, we're gonna do the dogs now. This is still charging, this thing. I think it's going to be enough because it's been on for like 3 hours almost. So I think it'll be enough. But I will do that. I like cutting dogs' hair when it's not too windy, because otherwise what happens is when you cut them, the wind just blows everywhere, and for some reason all the hair goes in there, and it takes me ages to get all the hair out of there. So probably not so much now with this thing. I used to use my petrol blower in here sometimes, but I got a smoke detector up the top here, and it used to go off because of the exhaust, but don't have that problem now with that one, so all good. I think one of them's sitting down here. Is he gone? No, they're both inside. They were on those chairs over there sitting down waiting for me, but yeah, I'll go and get one. I'll do a quick time lapse of me. I'll do both of them and you'll see the difference. Alfie just sits there, the older one, loves it, puts his paw up so he can cut his paw, doesn't care if you're doing his ears, whatever, his eyes, doesn't care. The younger one, you'll see the difference. He's moving around and it just takes double the time, and it just doesn't look as nice because he's just constantly moving. But yeah, I'll set this up somewhere and we'll do a time lapse. Whoa. Dexter, don't meant to jump off there, mate. Come here. Alright, yeah, you can definitely see the difference between the two. Yeah, he never comes out as good, and it looks like I'm rushing him, I am, because he won't sit here for more than 20 minutes, whereas Alfie will stay all day, he doesn't care, but I've got to be quick with him, and he'll never come as, the end product's never as good as the other one that stays still. But anyway, all good. I'll cut his ear too. He does not stop moving. So yeah, all good. I'll get a bit of Dettol and clean that up now, and clean me up, and clean this up with the blower. So all good. Productive day. Catch you guys next time.